Because you know what? And she's not going to take it anymore. In 3 minutes, you will meet the woman who calls herself the Angry Right-Wing Housewife.
SEIU does not like it when the law-abiding citizen pickets them. They can dish it out, but they can't take it. Shame on you, SEIU. What are you going to do next? Call up Obama and have him send out a bunch of thugs to beat me up?
Well, she calls herself the Angry Right-Wing Housewife. And you can find her online right now, taking on one of the nation's most powerful unions. Here is just a sample.
If SEIU about their own union members, they would not be boycotting Arizona.
You gotta go on the sidewalk.
Look at these union backheads here. They don't care about their own workers. They don't care about their union members. They're trying to destroy Arizona's economy.
Let's respect the law. You gotta be on. You want to picket? That's great, but you gotta be on the sidewalk.
Well, we can go on the sidewalk then.
Good. Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. But please stop boycotting Arizona. Those union backheads don't want to answer my question. Shame on SEIU! Shame on SEIU for calling out the police on me! SEIU pickets businesses! SEIU does not like it when the law-abiding citizen pickets them! They can dish it out, but they can't take it! Shame on you, SEIU! What are you going to do next? Call up Obama and have him send out a bunch of thugs to beat me up?
Well, joining me right now is the Angry Right-Wing Housewife, also known as Judy, live from Phoenix. Judy, thank you so much for being here. So, why so angry?
Well, because Arizona's economy is really hurting, and we need the jobs we could get, and SEIU and other unions have called for a boycott cartel of Arizona, and I felt like I had to go out there and take a stand myself, and I was really disappointed that our local Congressman Harry Mitchell refused to take a stand and asked that SEIU call off the boycott, but instead, what does Harry Mitchell do? He takes $1 million from them. I think that Congressman Harry Mitchell should give that money back and demand that SEIU call off the boycott of Arizona.
You know, it was very interesting to see you on the doorstep of the SEIU protesting, and they were very quick to come out and tell you to get back to the sidewalk. That's where you belong, back to the sidewalk. Whereas, you know, we saw here on Fox News a couple of months ago, throngs of SEIU members on the doorstep of a bank executive in the D.C. area with his 14-year-old son cowering inside in a closet. These are members of the SEIU protesting on his doorstep. They apparently thought this was fine, but they don't like you getting too close to the door.
No, as a matter of fact, what they did was when I did go out on the sidewalk, and I spent 2 hours there picketing them with my bullhorn, they called out the police 8 times on me to try to intimidate me and get me to leave and embarrass me, but I stood my ground for the full 2 hours.
What did the police say? Did they try to make you leave the sidewalk?
No, the police said, well, you have every right to be here, but SEIU is complaining that they're unable to conduct their business, and they do a lot of conference calls, and they can't hear anything inside the building. Well, too bad.
What? Have you ever been, an activist before? When did you become so angry and right-wing in a house?
Well, I've never been an activist. I started getting involved when I was extremely unhappy with the type of representation that we were receiving here in Arizona. For example, the reckless spending in Washington, D.C. that my children have to pay for. It's not their fault what our generation did, and all this failed stimulus spending.
Are you getting any traction? I mean, right now, from your website, you look like a one-woman band, but you got a lot of notes on there from people that are supportive. Well, is anybody following you? Any other angry right-wing housewives out there behind you?
Oh, I have a lot of followers. I also have Cave Creek Patriots is my Tea Party group, so we're very active in the community here and getting the word out.
Have you been? Are you an outspoken person? Because that takes guts. That takes guts to go out there by yourself with the bullhorn and the microphone and get in somebody's face and call them a fat cat.
Well, like I said, somebody has to do it. Nobody was willing to take a stand. We have representatives here, and they won't do anything. They won't publicly chastise the unions, and especially Congressman Harry Mitchell. He takes $1 million from them, and then he won't take a stand against the boycott of Arizona. That's just plain wrong.
All right, Judy. Well, it's interesting hearing your perspective. Do you have a family? Do you have any kids, or any reaction from your friends and family to your behavior?
Yeah, well, I have 3 young children, and my family fully supports me, and so do my friends.
Well, interesting. Now, listen, we got a kick out of the videos, and it takes a lot of chutzpah. Thanks so much for coming on and telling your story.
Thank you for having me.
All the best.